Clement of Alexandria, Protrepticon to the Greeks, Episode 2. Thrakios de allos sophistes, allos hutos, muthos, hellenikos, etithasewa ta theria gumne te ode, kai de ta dendra, tas phegus, metaphutewe te musike. He continues, listing all of the particular musicians and those skilled in a kind of sorcery of song. And he says there is another one, a Thracian, Thrakios, sophistes, a sage or a wise guy, a sophist, perhaps in Platonic terms, but clearly a sage. This, he says, is another Greek tale, another Greek story, and there might be a slight bit of criticism or irony in his calling it a Greek story or a Greek tale. And this Thracian, this musician or this sage, etithasewe, and this is from the verb tithasewo, which means to domesticate. And it is imperfect, as you can see, because of the augment. It is built on the first principal part, and it has that third singular secondary ending. Telltale signs of the imperfect. He was domesticating ta theria, the wild beasts. Neuter, plural, and accusative. Therion, of course, is the singular nominative. He was taming the wild beasts gumne te ode. Now here we have the adjective placed front, and this is kind of nice, with the bare, the mere, the naked, you might say, his naked song, te ode. So nothing else but just the unadorned song was what the Thracian needed in order to tame and domesticate the wild beasts. And, moreover, these trees, ta dendra, also in fact, kai de, the trees, namely oaks, tas phegus, metaphutewe, he was causing to be transplanted. Notice that this is a transitive verb. It also is imperfect. It has the augment. It is built on the first principal part, and it has the third singular secondary active ending. He was causing the trees, namely the oaks, to be transplanted, te musike, by the mere power of his music. Now let's take a closer look at a couple of grammatical features before I explain this picture here below. Notice how he has set up this sentence for artistry. He takes the verb first, then the direct object, and then the dative of means, gumne te ode, the mere or naked song. In the second one, he takes the object first, ta dendra, the trees, then the verb, also imperfect, and last he places the dative of means, te musike, by means of music, and since this is an adjective, it probably has implied with it techne, by the musical skill, techne. So we have ta theria, object, verb first in the imperfect, then dative of means. In the second instance, object first, then verb, then dative of means. So if we were to schematize this using symbols, it would look like this: verb, object, dative of means, and in the second one, object, verb, dative of means. So there is variety, and there is even a little more variety because he uses this appositive, tas phegus, the oaks, before introducing the verb. Now here we have a picture of the famous musician Arion riding to shore at Corinth on the dolphin. Arion, of course, mentioned in the previous episode as an example of a famous Greek musician.